it is, bitches. It's Connecticut time. So I'm heading down 94 East, which took me surprise. I didn't really look at the map too closely. I'm heading out to Connecticut for a week. I'm on the road again. And I hope I don't have to go through Canada. And here's why. I'm Canadian. I don't like going to Canada. Because they ask me a lot of fucking questions because I live in America. I live in the States, right? So it's like a pain in the ass I try to avoid. I don't want to go to Canada. I'm not sure if I'm going to Canada yet, but I see Niagara Falls, towards Niagara Falls on my map. So I might be going to Canada. Because I have heard at different times it is faster to go through Canada to get to certain parts of the States. But we'll see. So training's good. Had a good week of training. Everything's going really good that way. My diet is here or there. I'm not lean, I'm not fat, I'm just kind of like staying the same. Training. I worked a couple days this week, so I had some money to take off with still. I don't like going without a check, you know, from work. So I'm heading to Connecticut to a nuclear power plant for some training for a week. Then from there I might come home or I might go to New Jersey. I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to play out. But I did see there is a Planet Fitness real close to me in Connecticut. So I've got a gym already. And I did my 5 days of training already this week. So today is Saturday and tomorrow is my day off. Today and tomorrow. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a motel like halfway point tonight, crashing so that I don't have to drive 11, 12 hours straight driving. And then I can F around with the laptop and video, you know, that I take or whatever, maybe make a video. So, alright, that's about it for now. I'm out on the road and I'll make more videos as it gets exciting. If it gets exciting. Be me, Captain fucking Canada in the US. Your boy, Hendo. Alright, so I did have to go through Canada. That was about maybe 2.5 hours I was in Canada for. Now I'm in New York, so not even halfway to Connecticut right now, and it's about 1:55. Not even close to halfway. Yeah. That was weird going through Canada. I didn't like that at all. I didn't expect it. I guess I should have looked at the route. But I didn't like going through Canada because being a permanent resident alien in the US, basically a snow Mexican, you can get questioned a lot when you cross the border, and I just rather not even deal with it if I don't have to. Yeah, it was cool though. They have Home Depot in Canada now. I saw that. I don't think they had that 20 years ago when I lived there. Canada is also very expensive. So I didn't want to have to stop at like service centers or gas stations or such. But New York's is expensive too. So, you know, but I just feel better when I'm in the States. I don't know why. I just feel more at home, even though I am Canadian, so I should be okay with going to Canada. Yeah, I don't feel okay about it all the time. So, but I'll make some more videos as the day progresses. Hopefully I'll get a motel tonight and be able to work on a video and talk about things. I'm thinking maybe talking about differences about Canadians and Americans, because there's a lot of similarities, but there are some differences. So, alright, catch up in a bit. Driving, but I thought of a couple more differences. 20 years ago when I moved over here and I went to order pizza, they acted like I was a fucking crazy man because I wanted green olives on my pizza. It was possible to get black olives. Who does that? Yeah, Canadians love green olives on their pizza. And Canadian pizza, when I was growing up, was pretty fucking good. Over here, when I came over here 20 years ago, you had the fast food industry of pizza. And basically you had really shitty pizza. Pizza is good some places now in the States, and now you can get green olives pretty much anywhere in the States, but that was a thing that was huge in Canada when I was growing up. Everybody had green olives on their pizza. Another difference between Canadians and Americans, or one of the things I get asked a lot, let's put it that way, do you speak French? The French part of Canada is actually pretty small. So most Canadians are taught French in school, but are not truly bilingual. I am not bilingual. I can speak French, but not real well, only because I moved to the French part of Canada when I was about maybe 18 and lived there for a year. But in school I never did good in French. And I would say a lot more people speak Mexican in the States than people speak French in Canada. But that's just a guess, from what I've seen. Yeah, I'm gonna keep driving. All right, so I did actually make it to a motel last night. I'm in Connecticut, not far from Hartford. It's called Groton, Connecticut. I found Walmart today. There's two Walmarts within 5 miles. The first Walmart that's really close by doesn't have the groceries, with the actual steak and all the good stuff that I like. So I went to the second Walmart and I picked up a bunch of steak and supplies. If you can see them behind my back over there, there's some groceries in my small fridge. Yeah, so there's two Planet Fitnesses close by too. They're not open late on the weekends. They're not 24 hours on the weekends, which that happens. Sometimes it has to do with, if it's a bad neighborhood or whatever, they don't do it. So I've noticed that, like in Brooklyn, they didn't do the 24 hours on the weekend thing. But by my house, it's 24 hours all the time. So no big deal. I don't really need to train on the weekend. Already got my 5 days of training in. Getting back to the video that you were just watching, the differences between Canadians and Americans, that's all I could really think of right now. There's probably a lot more, but I guess one thing I didn't notice until I actually moved over here was the spelling of certain words was different. And obviously Canadians say a lot, which you'll notice in my videos I never say a, like how's it going, a, or out and about. Canadians do say those things. I don't say those things only because I once filmed myself a long time ago and I noticed that I didn't like the way that sounded. It didn't sound intelligent. So I made a purpose conscious effort to sound more intelligent and think before I actually spoke. I believe that's why a lot of people don't sound intelligent, is because they don't think and then speak. They don't have a filter here. So when you're grappling at words because your mind's working faster than your mouth, you're not going to sound intelligent, and you're going to say a after every sentence, or after every sentence, like Americans say, that's like looking for approval, open-end question at the end of the sentence. That's what A is. As for certain little things that Canadians say, one of them is big time. How's it going, eh? Big time. Oh, big time. I don't know. It's just certain things they say that you pick up, which are endearing, okay, for most people. Just not, it wasn't something that I wanted to carry with me, so I dropped all of those things many years ago. When I talk to Canadians, and I haven't talked to Canadians for a while, which actually I talk to Canadians a lot lately, but I have noticed that I've picked up certain habits again real quick. So I do have to watch, the way that I speak, because it's an habitual process when you fall into bad grammar. Not that I have the greatest grammar, but I don't like people thinking that I'm less intelligent because of the way I speak. So I focus on that a little bit. I like people to actually understand what I'm saying as the message, not just how it's conveyed. Because if someone is stumbled by the way you say something, then the message is lost. That's all. It's not that I have anything against the way Canadians speak. And I have no problem listening to Canadians when they speak. I do giggle a little bit. But, some people are able to pick up that I have a Canadian accent, others do not at all. I pick up a Canadian accent. As soon as I hear it, I start giggling. I'm like, you're Canadian. I know it. You do this, you do that, But simple differences. It's a non-hate situation. Just an observer telling you what he knows and what he's observed. All right, guys, get out there and do something. Stay fucking jacked.